Think I'm funny?
I was with a little person before.
Who?
No, not like that.
Who?
Not like that.
Was it a girl or a guy?
What kind of question is that?
Turns out Blueface might have had a lot more going on behind those prison walls than anyone expected. One of the men who stayed in the same cell as him is now confirming the whispers people were too scared to repeat out loud. He said Blue was getting pushed around and controlled in ways nobody ever wanted to believe, and now that the truth is slipping out, the whole picture is starting to look completely different. When you go back and watch those old clips, the clues were sitting there clear as day, almost like we all missed something big right in front of us. Remember when Creation made those claims in the past? Back then people thought it was just drama, but now those same claims are hitting in a whole new way, almost like they weren't exaggerations at all, and it gets even messier the more you start lining up the details. Folks been whispering for years that Blueface wasn't moving the way he wanted the world to think he was.
Also, speaking of Blueface, all this chit chat got me thinking about that time I posted these pics on Instagram a couple months ago. Check the material. Very much she a baddie, she knows she a 10, she a baddie with her baddie friends. Why did this happen after? I wasn't gonna go there.
And now those quiet whispers have exploded into a full-on alarm that's echoing across social media. What's wild is these DL rumors didn't just pop up inside prison, they've been floating around long before that, drifting through conversations like a secret people were too nervous to say out loud.
And he likes butt now. He don't like no more. He likes butt. And I've honestly always thought that Blueface swung for the other team simply because of his hatred for women. I just always felt like Blueface, when given the opportunity, he was gonna take some ass. They're more loyal.
The first real cracks in that whole I'm a straight gangster rapper image didn't come from prison. They came straight from Kreayshawn.
Think I'm funny?
I was with a little person before.
Who?
No, not like that.
Who?
Not like that.
Was it a girl or a guy?
What kind of question is that?
Long before any jail drama even started, back when she was going wild online, exposing him for cheating while she was wrapped up in her own mess with Offset, Blueface tried to clown her publicly.
Are you gay?
No. What the fuck are you talking about? Come on, here, give it to me.
She good. Get her bottle from me.
Wait,
Hey,
what
guys.
is this shit?
He's not gay.
He went online saying things like being tatted on someone is not a flex, and throwing shade with lines like, "You literally slept with Cardi B husband a couple of weeks ago. I'm tired of men looking at me while they sleep with you." He thought he was shutting everything down with that attitude.
You ain't gay, right? My man. My dog. My young...
But then Kreayshawn struck back with the line everybody ignored, even though it hit like a warning bell. She posted, "Let's talk about how I saw DL Corn in your recent search history."
Why are you gay?
I'm not gay. I told you I'm pansexual.
Why you like men?
That's why I honestly got the cover up, bro. I had Zesty Ninja on my neck. Nothing wrong with being bisexual. Just let a girl know before she falls in love, weirdo. When she said she had Zesty Man on my neck, people brushed it off thinking she was just emotional or trying to get under his skin. Nobody wanted to take her seriously back then.
Came the Cole Carrigan situation, the drag queen who straight up said Blue slid into his DMs after Cole posted some hot pics.
Also, speaking of Blueface, all this chit chat got me thinking about that time I posted these pics on Instagram a couple months ago. Check the material. Very much she a baddie, she knows she a 10, she a baddie with her baddie friends. Why did this happen after? I wasn't gonna go there.
Cole posted receipts. He even uploaded a clip of himself going down on a dude whose stomach tattoos matched Blueface's exact pattern. And when the internet exploded,
But once folks started putting the pieces together, that comment didn't sound random at all. And that wasn't even the first time she hinted that Blueface might not be fully honest about who he is. There was that live stream with Kai.
I listen to you.
You got the lubricants?
Who the fuck is lubricant, baby? You know this one for the Wi-Fi.
What if I want to go in the buttocks?
Yeah.
Hey, you with it, huh?
Is it kind of weird that the first day out of prison, Blueface is suggesting some type of action to his woman? Or do you guys think that this is just normal behavior for them And that is what he was doing before he went to prison.
Where Blueface bragged about a past situation involving a little person, and Krishan didn't even ask, "Who's the girl?" She skipped right past that and went straight to, "Is that a boy or a girl?" The whole room froze. Why would she even consider that question unless she already knew something, unless she'd seen something, unless the DL corn she brought up wasn't just some random insult she threw into the air? Once that moment resurfaced, people started digging deeper and pulling up old clips that suddenly looked completely different with this new context. There were videos of Blueface questioning his own kid in ways that made people uncomfortable. Not anything harmful, but still strange enough that viewers felt like he was projecting his own confusion onto his child instead of just letting the kid enjoy being a kid. It came off like he was fishing for some kind of reaction that made no sense to anyone watching. Then there was that situation where he brought grown dancers into the house, which sparked even more confusion, not because anything happened to the kid.
Everybody's like, "Oh, he keeps talking about people wearing dresses." No, it's not.
That is a weird thing.
It's not like that. Look at it from a different way. Look at it. Show me one person that ever wore a dress in Hollywood unsuccessfully. That's how you understand what a ritual is.
Nothing like that. But because folks couldn't understand why he would bring adults performing mature dances into a home setting at all. The whole thing looked bizarre, unnecessary, and completely out of place, like he was trying to test something that nobody asked for, creating an uncomfortable vibe that had the internet questioning his judgment. All those clips, all those comments, all those strange moments, they didn't look connected back then. But now, they're starting to form a picture nobody expected to see. The kid didn't even care. He literally walked off to grab snacks, and Blue still followed him around with those same strange questions, almost chasing him down while tossing out those zesty comments like he was trying to force a reaction. And what's wild is that wasn't even the only time he did something that made people raise an eyebrow. At the auditions for the Bad Boys Club show, he kept grilling all the men with lines like, "Why are you DL?" and "Why do you like men?" As if he wasn't interviewing contestants but screening them for something totally different.
The DMs with Cole, the constant probing about sexuality, the story doesn't feel random anymore. It feels like a pattern.
The signs were sitting there long before prison, but nobody wanted to look too closely until everything finally boiled over. Then the moment he got locked up, the rumors exploded across the internet like someone hit a switch. Word started spreading that Blueface wasn't just chilling, arguing, or fighting with inmates. People were coming out saying he was allegedly building relationships behind bars, and not in the way folks assumed a celebrity would. They claimed he wasn't the one being intimidated. They said he was allegedly the one doing the claiming, taking the lead, and even had a full jail relationship going on. Multiple people online even claimed he allegedly promised the man a ring, and that's when the internet really lost it. Suddenly all those old poses, the feminine facial expressions, the soft body language in certain photos, everything started getting dissected in slow motion. People were saying it didn't just look like a different vibe, that it looked like someone who might have been claimed inside, someone who came home carrying a new energy nobody could explain away anymore. And Blue's response? It wasn't confident, it was shaky. He tweeted this defensive line, "I'm not suing nobody for no defamation. If you believe that that's on you, this stuff is all entertainment for me. Every time I open these apps, I separate my reality from this virtual world where everyone is pretending and lying for likes and approvals. I am the truth." But the part that had everybody talking was the line, "I'm not suing nobody for no defamation." That one sentence made people say, yeah, he's worried more screenshots or voice notes might drop. Because let's be honest, if someone lies on your name that heavy, you're running to court instantly. You're shutting it down with lawyers, paperwork, all that. But Blue didn't do any of that, and everybody noticed. Then fast forward a few days after he got released, and things took an even stranger turn the moment he stepped back online. He's on livestream, Blue talking freaky with Krayshawn, but not in a normal way at all. It wasn't the kind of talk people expect from a man who just walked out of prison, somebody you'd think would be craving real connection or regular intimacy. Instead of that, the first thing he brings up is backdoor activity. Straight out the gate, fresh out of prison, like that's the only thing sitting on his mind. The whole vibe threw people off instantly because it didn't sound playful. It sounded like someone who came home with a completely different energy. And this is where everything starts clicking into place. The face tattoos. When Blue walked out of that prison, everyone noticed his whole face was suddenly covered in random logos and strange symbols, almost like a grid stamped across his cheeks, forehead, jaw, everywhere. None of it looked artistic or meaningful, just chaotic markings piercings slapped on him with no order or story behind them. Then the rumors hit the internet full speed. People started saying those tattoos didn't look voluntary at all, like someone else chose them for him. Some claimed inmates marked him on purpose, a branding type situation to show he belonged to somebody on the inside. Others tied it to those humiliation ritual theories folks been whispering about for years, the same ones Cat Williams always talks about with that loud warning tone. Cat said it straight. Hollywood doesn't just break your career, they break you, they humiliate you, strip your identity, force you into shameful situations, then send you back out to the world looking like a puppet. And suddenly, Blueface walking out with his face covered in random symbols didn't look like fashion. It looked like a message. It looked like someone had rewritten his whole identity while he was locked up, then sent him back outside expecting him to act like nothing happened. Now mix all that with what people inside were saying and the picture gets even more twisted. Folks were claiming Blueface allegedly turned into someone's prison partner, or better yet, someone's personal boy toy, got used in ways he never expected and then got tatted up afterward like a final stamp. It wasn't just humiliation from the industry anymore. People were saying it was a humiliation ritual from inside the prison walls where the inmates made the rules and he had no say at all. Some fans even said those tattoos looked like straight up mockery, like the inmate stamped random brands on his face the same way someone marks something they bought at a market. And when you combine all of that with everything we've seen over the years, I'll call it the old rumors, the strange comments, the jail relationship whispers, it feels like the truth has been trying to break through for a long time. It's like everything finally spilled out the moment Blueface stepped out those prison gates looking like somebody's beaten down experiment walking back into the world. And of course the internet didn't stay quiet for even a second. One person said Blueface looks zesty with all those tattoos on his face. Another wrote, I believe his DL. He even mentioned it to this girl about putting it somewhere. I truly believe it. And then someone else hit even harder saying he gay. That's why he asked his son was he gay. People were speaking without hesitation and the comments were getting louder by the minute. So now the real question is this: was Blueface actually living that prison partner lifestyle behind bars, or did the internet just connect dots he never wanted anyone pointing at? And if all those old claims from Krishan suddenly make sense, then what else has Blue been hiding behind that tough guy attitude and loud bravado? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a friend, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next one.